Hey, that's me! And this is My Footbag Journey, Road to the US Open Tournament.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Ben Barrows, aka randomcrayon here, back for week 6 of My Footbag Journey, Road to the US Open Tournament, in conjunction with the My Ultimate Sweat competition from Jamie Staples and PokerStars. Here, you will join me on my adventure of training for the US Open Footbag Championships in Las Vegas this December. This week's trick is Mullet, one of the best in my repertoire. I'll show it off at a local zoo/amusement park, while also demonstrating this week's concepts of Symple and Symposium. So let's head on out to Parque Morelos. This week's concept is Symposium, which is basically doing tricks in the air. And by that I mean not planting the original foot that you use to set the footbag. So you pop it up in the air, and then without putting that foot down, you jump off your opposite foot and circle it, and then that lands on the ground and you catch it with the original foot that started it without that foot ever touching the ground. To start things off, we do a Symposium Mirage. Then we do a Paradox Symposium Mirage. Then we move on to Symposium Illusion, the inverse of Mirage. And then we do a Paradox Symposium Illusion. And then we do a Symposium Whirl, set from both the clipper and the toe. And then we cap it off with a Paradox Symposium Whirl. And now we're going to go do a demonstration of Symposium's sister concept, Symple. So now we are going into the concept of Symple, spelled with a Y, just like Symposium. And Symple is similar to Symposium in the sense that you still do part of the trick in the air. It requires the same sort of hopping motion to begin your move, but you don't end up doing a full circle entirely in the air because you end up catching the footbag with the same leg that you circled it with. Same foot that you circled it with that same leg. And so to start off, we do a simple leg over, where you start it off on either your right or your left toe, and you pop it up, and then you hop with your opposite leg, circle it, and then plant your original setting foot, and then catch it on the foot that just did the dexterity around it. And then we do a far simple leg over, which is basically the same thing as a simple leg over, except you set it from your clipper and you circle it with the same leg that set it. And that is the gist of the concept of far, basically setting it from your clipper and then using your same leg to do that dexterity. It's just like Paradox, but it doesn't get the add for it because you end up just circling and catching it with the same leg. Or you can circle it and catch it, on your opposite clipper, but it doesn't end up entailing the full twist that Paradox does, therefore it doesn't get the same add. So far simple leg over is actually just like a very fancy, stylish move, but it doesn't get any extra adds for the far or the simple. It's still worth 2 adds, just one for the dexterity, one for the stall. So you start in your clipper, you pop it up, you plant your setting leg, then you hop up and you begin to circle around it while planting your opposite leg, and then you catch it on the same toe that just circled it. And then we do simple pickup, which is, of course, the inverse of a leg over. You circle it from inside to outside rather than outside to in. And same sort of thing, you just start it on either your right or your left toe, you pop it up, you hop off your opposite leg, circle it from inside to out, and then plant your original setting leg while you catch it with the leg that just did the dexterity around it. And so those are, just a few simple tricks. And now we're gonna move on to our move of the week, Mullet. This week's trick is Ducking Paradox Symposium Whirl, also known as Mullet. It involves this week's concept of symposium. You start it on your clipper, you pop it up and use your head to duck it, and then you do a Paradox Symposium Whirl on the way down. It gets 6 adds, 1 for the duck, 1 for the paradox, 1 for the symposium, 1 for the dexterity, 1 for the stall, and 1 for it being stalled on your clipper. This is one of my most difficult moves. Now, let's go move on to some freestyle for our amusement. So that concludes episode 6 of My Footbag Journey, Road to the US Open Tournament. Please like and subscribe below. Peace.